Hello, hello, hello. What you're looking at is my DTE energy usage for this apartment I'm in. I'm going to take you to a tour, show you what possibly will be using electricity in here. We got the TV, that. Still got my string of Christmas lights up. That when they plugged in, they're on. That's possibly using it. Have a cord over here. Nothing using it until I plug in my cell phone. Treadmill plugged in, but it's currently off. Got my snip internet modem over here. That's using electricity. Minor. Just take a walk with me through the apartment. This is the dining room. I have no chandelier, nothing. These are part of the Christmas lights that's still attached to that plug over there. Okay, let's show you what lights we were having here. What's in the kitchen using possibly electricity that I rarely use that much. We got this light. We got my security camera, which I don't have plugged up right now. Got the fridge. What else will be using lights? Got a blender. It's plugged in, but it ain't on. Ain't using it. So if it's not on, it ain't using nothing. Got an outlet. Got the stove. Got the microwave. And a dishwasher that I don't even use because I'm a human dishwasher. All right, like I said, we got the kitchen light. These are all the lights in here. Kitchen lights. This light. That light. Now, we go walk into the bathroom. See what's losing electricity when I flip the switch. Bah! We just got that. That's it. That's it. That's all in here. That's all. And I pretty much walk around here in the dark. Then when I come home, I might keep my Christmas lights on. My bedroom never had a light in it for a long time until this Christmas when my son bought me finally a light to put in here, which I made home for my jazz. I got to show off my jazz figurines here. Let me go and get down here. Look at that. Ain't they beautiful? I got to do this. Let me get my man down here. Woo! Got to show off my jazz figurines. I just got this for Christmas. Prior to Christmas, there was no lights in here. The only electricity that was being used in here would have been this and this wall socket over here. It's when I plug up my tablet and my phone when I be in the room. That's it. But mind you, there's no self-installed light when they built this apartment in here. There's a switch for one, but you got to buy your own. And now I just got a light. Mind you, this past year, Christmas in December. So, let's give you, I forgot what else we'll be using this. Electricity in here. All right, we got the washer dryer. We got this is the controls in here, the fuse box. Ain't pretty much nothing in the closet that I would know that's plugged up. But that's all I would notice using the lights, electricity. Now I rarely use because I'm gone. In the summertime, I don't have the AC on. I keep everything off. And I was doing that for the wintertime, but it got too cold in here. So they came in here and suggested I leave it set to low, like 60 something, so it periodically come on. So I started doing that. But now I got a jacked up bill. Let me show you what I noticed here. Let me get in the light. Let me let you get a little background while we stand here and discuss this. Because I don't know if anybody else is using DTE that's on here that's going to view this video and having similar problems. But I'm in an apartment. And see, this is the apartment here. We just got this little section, that there. The little hallway, that's the bathroom. Then we got the bedroom. That's it. That's it. Excuse my mess there, because I'm just getting up and was made a partial payment, because I'm not finna get these motherfuckers no $209 flat out, because this some bullshit. So let me get you in the daylight here so you can accurately see. I'm gonna give you some scenery while we discuss this bill. DTE here in Michigan ought to be ashamed of themselves. The commission here, the board that is allowing them to increase the rates around here ought to be ashamed of themselves. I live in an apartment building. This is an apartment building. This is a fucking apartment building. When I was at Alden Towers, my light bill, even in the summertime, would be no more than, I think the highest I ever got was maybe $50, $70. That's it. But they had steam heat over there. So that was part of it. And also, they outsourced the electricity bill. That's how they were able to keep a reasonable rate electricity over there at that building. They used the ET equipment, but this outsourced electricity, which I think this building needs to do. Because when I moved in this building, I specifically asked, how much is your light bill usually? Run around 30, 40, 50, somewhere around in there. She said, low. Oh, well, that's great. Then why is my shit for this month? This is February. Let me show you my bill. What that say there? My shit is $209.21. I mean 25 cents rather. $209.25 motherfucking cents for my DTE bill. And now I'm a trucker. And I'm gone pretty much all day. Why is my shit that high? Nobody that lives in an apartment building should have a bill, electric bill, that's $200 motherfucking dollars. My rent here is $1,500 motherfucking goddamn dollars. And now I got a $200 motherfucking dollar light bill. I don't even have no car to be paying for parking here. I got a $200 light bill. My bill started going up. And I'm noticing something here that's a little strange. Let's go back to the usage here, because, you know, they put the electricity usage on here. Keep in mind, this month's February bill was $209.25, which I just made a partial payment on. I just put $109.25 on, because I just refused to just go flat out $200 for some shit I didn't use. So I said, either somebody is coming in here when I'm not home, turning my heat up, running it, or it's some scam here. And then they tried to say it was from a one-day over usage. I had one day on Christmas Eve when my son was supposed to come spend the night over here. I walked in from work, from somewhere. It was cold as hell in here. And I had both heaters on up. And the apartment just wasn't warming up. And that was strange. Because when I cut it off again and let it warm up, it warmed up properly. But not that day. Before Christmas, on Christmas Eve. It didn't. They had it freezing cold when my son was supposed to come over here and spend the night and wake up over here for Christmas. You had it freezing cold in here. And the apartment, for some reason, wasn't just warming up. And the heaters was on high all night. And I called DTE, and they trying to claim that one day of running the heater ran my bill up that motherfucking high. One day out of this 31-day bill or whatever billing cycle this is, you try to attribute one day to a $200 damn bill. All right. Let's go on back to the usage map. Let me go and flip this back. Now, let me tell you what you're looking at. Let me show you what the fuck you looking at here. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta explain this. This here. This is supposed to be actual. And when I had my house, that actual shit used to be a lie. Because most of you don't know, they got the little round things on the back of your bill where you're supposed to be to go out there and, let me see if it's still on here. Because shit, they might have stopped that shit where you can do an actual meter reading yourself. You can go back there, oh, it's not on here. It used to be some little round circles down there that look like meters where you can go back there and find your meter and put your own meter reader in, or go down there and call it in. And when I had my house, I used to have to do that because they were overbilling me. See, they like to do that here in this city. You like to overbill people. You like to give them outrageous bills. A $200 light bill is for, I got to have a whole house with a fucking basement. Not no square section in no fucking apartment building. All right, let's go on back to my explanation of what the fuck going on here. This is usage from January 2022 to January 2023. Let me zoom in so it won't be blurred. Now, if you scroll over to April, that's when I moved in here, April 1st. And you can see my usage from April on down to the end of the year, to the beginning of the year. See my actual usage. This is January, though our January here was extremely warm. We had 50-degree weather. But you got me at 40% usage. Now, I'm looking at this. Now, this apartment was empty. Now, I moved in here in April. So that means in March, I came and viewed the apartment. Now, it was empty. Now, I don't know if it was empty February, but if it was empty February, look at that usage. 75.5. 75.5. An apartment that I believe was empty in February. Because I viewed it in March before I moved in here. I believe it was empty in February. Or about to be empty. But whose shit was that fucking high in February? So now, my bill, I believe this is usage for, what is this? My usage from January up to the time of this bill. Let me show you how they're getting caught in this damn lie. This bill is due February 15th. And this is supposed to be for usage from January up to the billing cycle. I mean, gonna flip it over. Now, mind you, if you didn't catch the scam, I just told you that in January, we had unbelievable high weather here. 50-degree weather. Well, I wouldn't have been running my heat, or I would have had it on low or just off, because it would have been warm enough in here. Keep that in mind. This is January, and this billing cycle is supposed to be from January to, let me see if I can find it on here. Oh, no, wait a minute. It says from December 22nd to January. Oh, shit. This is strange. Let me see if y'all catch it before I say it. Let's see if y'all some detectives on here and see if you catch what I just saw. Current billing information. Let's see if you catch it. You see what I see? Service period. December 22nd, 22 to January 23. How many days is in January? Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. My mind is gone. I forgot it's 31 days in January. Okay, this is the billing cycle from December 22nd to January 23. Okay, yeah. Now let's see if you catch what I just said. We've had 50-degree weather in January, the whole month of January pretty much. It's just been unbelievably warm. And when it got to the last 2 weeks of January, that's when we got hit with that winter blast. Probably around January 23rd. So if we were having 50-degree weather in January, why do I have a $209.25 bill? Okay, let's see what they billed me for. See, let's detect the bill. I'm just pinpointing high amounts on here. Power supply, non-capacity charge, $54.23. Whatever the fuck that is. Then we got the delivery charge. See, it's this distribution shit that they be adding on here that run your bill up. I don't know what this fucking distribution shit is, but it was $90.87. And if you take that out of my bill, I probably would have an average winter bill. It's this distribution shit that I believe they explained to me is money they get for, and I could be wrong on this, they get to cut down trees and keep the lines going, serviced and all that shit, and to distribute the electricity to your building. Okay, we looking out the window here. Ooh, let me see how far I gotta bend this phone down before you see a tree. Ooh, damn, down there. You see any electric wires? I'm in towers here. You see any electric wires? Let me go on over here to where you can see the entrance where the security gate is. Hold on, let me open this shade. I just want y'all to see where the scam shit coming in at, and they jacking up the bill here. This is Detroit, Michigan, with DTE. And see, I used to live in an apartment where we didn't have to deal with DTE, but I heard what DTE was doing to consumers using the electricity and gas. Okay, this is the entrance to our little residential area here. That's our security down there. Ooh, some trees right there. Those towers right there. You see any DTE electrical wires that they would have to be charging us to cut down trees to maintain any damn thing? It's our lovely post office right over there. You see any trees? I don't see any trees. See any trees? I mean, you see any high trees that's up here that they need to be, that's affecting their lines here. But they charge, and it's called a distribution charge. DTE is in the business of distributing electricity and gas. That's your business. Why would you be charging customers to distribute that? That's what you're in business for. Why would you be jacking up your rates for us to pay for you to cut down trees? We didn't tell you to run them lines right there. You knew the motherfucking trees was right there. You know your ass got to get out there and service them trees and cut branches every so many goddamn years because the trees growing. Ice get on this shit, break, branches break. That's part of your business. Why are you charging your customers this shit? I'm in a motherfucking apartment building with a goddamn $209 electric bill from a billing cycle that included a month that was so extremely warm, I wouldn't have had the heat on at all. Until that one day in December, Christmas Eve, when it got cold, that I had to jack it up, and it ran all night and still woke up cold as hell. Mysteriously, the day my son was supposed to come over here and spend the night, camp out on the couch, and wake up with his mother on Christmas Day. He was going to camp out on the couch, wake up, already here visiting his mama. But I fucked around and went to sleep when he arrived and didn't hear the call from security. That was strange. I didn't even hear my phone ring when he called to let me know who was down in security. He was down there in security, and I felt so bad that I woke up. I've been sending him about 7 damn texts. Son, mama sorry, I fell asleep. I didn't hear the phone. And I know he was pissed because he drove off out of here because they won't let him in if I don't answer the phone. I didn't hear the phone. Mysteriously, when my son was supposed to be a guest here, to come over here for Christmas Eve, spend Christmas Day with his mother, already here. Wake up to the aroma of dinner and the cooking in the house like it was when he was a kid growing up. Somehow the phone didn't ring. And that was the day, Christmas Eve was the day it was extremely cold in here. And when I called DTE, the representative, his ass gets on the phone and try to explain and attribute that high usage for that one day to account for a goddamn $209.25 bill. Who the fuck want to stay in an apartment who got a light bill that's $200 motherfucking dollars? I didn't even want to pay $1,500 damn rent. I didn't. Because truth be told, my other apartment, I had the same water view. I could see boats. I could actually look out from my building, my other apartment, and see these towers. I sat the same lovely water view. We had a river walk in the back of the apartment. I had all this shit. Everything I didn't have was in washer and dryer unit, which I wanted because they had troubles with the elevators over there. The elevators just kept breaking down. I had the same thing. Rent was less. but they had steam heat. But now, when you got to deal with DTE here, and I peeped something. They tried this once before back when I quit that last job. My bill started jacking up. It was almost like they knew I had quit my job and was laying around the house. But I hadn't been here long enough for my bill to run up. It's like they knew she ain't got no work. She at home every day. Because that's the first thing they got on the phone and said. Well, if you ain't been at work, you at home every day using electricity. How the fuck you knew I was home every day? I said, I quit my job. How you knew I was home every day? When I leave out of here, I turns everything down. Now, unless I got a ghost in here that needs his ass warmed up when I'm gone, somebody coming in here turning my heat up, and I ain't gonna say that ain't happened before. I lived in an apartment on Holcomb that somebody did come in there. I walked out to go to the leasing office, which was in the next block, because the guy didn't sign the leasing papers legible so I could read his name. Walked over there to go get him to re-sign it. When I came back, somebody had went in the apartment and turned my AC on and up. And I'm gonna be watching out for that here too, in this apartment. I don't use that shit. I keep it off. I like to breathe. I'm gone all day. I leave out of here in the morning and I'm not back here till late in the evening. Sometimes I get off early, but it's rare. But when I'm coming back in here, it's damn near 6, 7 o'clock. Why do I have a $209 light bill? DTE, this is a fucking apartment. This shit is outrageous. A $200 light bill for shit I don't even use that I keep cut off because I'm gone the majority of the day. I'm a truck driver. I'm gone the majority of the day. I'm not working from home. I'm not in here. You don't see a bunch of electrical shit in here, giant ass TV, games, and all that shit hooked up in here. I got the basics. When I moved in here, I was just using the moonlight from the windows because I'm in the dark all the time. I like walking in the fucking dark because that's why I told y'all, if that motherfucker try to sneak up in this bitch when I'm in here, I'm already ready because I'm already specifically trained to tiptoe in the dark. Motherfucker gonna be wondering what the fuck whooping his ass. And it's gonna be me. Cause I'm gonna be up in here in the dark, quieter than a church mouse. So, I'm gonna wait to see what my next bill is gonna be. Since I got a $209 bill when the temperature was damn near, it was in the 50s in January. My God, what the fuck is gonna be when I get the bill after this one? City of Detroit, that commission that deals with DTE, you need to get this shit together. Or this building here needs to think about outsourcing its electrical service. Because I don't give a fuck who's staying here. I don't give a damn because you got penthouses in this motherfucker. This is supposed to be considered a luxury building. I don't give a fuck. Just because it's luxury don't give you the right to charge somebody $200 for an electric bill and they not using that kind of electricity. That shit ain't right. It's dirty trucking. Peace out.